My name is unimportant, and I'll tell you why. I work with a number of older alphas from the baby boomer generation. They don't get along very well with each other, but I get along well with each one. I eat lunch regularly with one who likes to talk about his past and indulges my questions. On one day in particular, we were eating lunch as we normally do, and I asked him how women were when he was in the Marines, or if there was anything different about them than other women. He didn't hesitate to say there was something different about them. He had the unique experience of having dated a girl in high school who later became a Marine, and that she had changed significantly before and after her training. This conversation easily slipped into how women are treated differently than men across the armed forces. The best-looking women are selected to serve in command staffs, and are the majority in those office environments. From post-command offices all the way to the Pentagon, eye candy is around every corner. He went on to say that this creates an alternate culture from one that is highly masculine, which is typical in the military, especially the Marines, to one that is ultra-feminine. He told a story about a time when he went to a Marine Corps base to visit a friend who was working in one of those female-dominated buildings. He was on an elevator and a very attractive woman boarded after him, just the two of them. Being away from females for so long, and single, he said he couldn't help himself. He told her, "Oh no, you can't be on this elevator looking like that. You're gonna have to get off." She reacted by saying, "Well, I'm staying," and as soon as those doors closed, he grabbed her and pulled her close. He said, "I warned you, now you'll have to deal with the consequences." He said she leaned away for a second to process everything and finally said, "You know, men on this base act like they're afraid of women," and they made out for the rest of their ride. He got off at the cafeteria floor and she continued on, but as he waited for his friend, she came back and found him. She said, "Are you taking the elevator again?" And he said, "Why, yes I am." He said his friend was dumbfounded that he had picked up and started dating the most attractive female in the building the first day he visited. To this day, I see him talk to females however he wants. The man is old enough to be my father, and that doesn't slow him down. He's still married with kids and grandkids, but he has no idea the culture he swooped in to dominate in that one building is how the West has become everywhere. Military women, in my experience, fall into two categories: completely broken or tradcon. The difference is minor, now that marriage has been eviscerated and left to die a slow death. Compared to civilian, however, I have had much more success with military women. My ex-wife was a civilian and could never understand what extreme ability military men need in order to succeed. She would openly mock my dedication, fatigue, and sacrifices throughout our short marriage in order to break me down. Every female I've met in the military has shown me nothing but respect and admiration, from basic to nearly a decade now. If there's one thing I've come to value in relationship, it's respect, and you won't find it from a civilian woman. They're overly educated, overly entertained, and solipsistic beyond repair. Military women are constantly reminded of how insignificant they are when surrounded by fit and able fighting-age men. I'm not saying go find yourself a woman like that, but the distinction is striking and worth noting if you plan to start a family. And that is why my name is unimportant.